From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Mexico City Diablos. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set up. 18 Gator.
50. Check Mike 50. All day, every day, any day.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Hey, wahoo! Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
50's the mic.
80 weapon. Buzz.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Big grip.
To throw on third down. Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will stop right around the 25. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, second and 10. Second and 10. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 23 yards on the play.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Check. Fresno.
Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time and led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Now.
2nd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd and short.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the 1st quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Quick the edge. Come. Switch. You go turn.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hey, check.
Yep.
Hey, I need one over here.
6-6. Pull it high. Yo, cheetah. 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Now. X3. 2 X's. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hard. Protein spill. Kill. Ready.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Go now. 10-2 saw.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Herbert.
You ain't doing nothing today.
He's got a man. It's Williams.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
70, Indy. You're out. Hit it.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Off the play fake. Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the Bengals 46-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You don't want this.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
You gonna see shoot
from the gun. Herbert. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
JT Gator. Look at me. Door.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 99. Rush in.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check.
Yo, fire.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Go. 60 yards.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
3 down. Odd. Tighten up.
What? Squeeze.
Alert 3.
Speed trip.
They'll run here with Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
15.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and 9.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
Ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
He's General West.
He's checking. Crash. Slam. Check.
Greystone travel.
Lucky. Kill.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
Here we go.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready to break.
49's the mic. Tighten up.
Yo, go.
49's the mic. Watch.
Hey, Charlie.
Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Let's go one more.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Ready to go.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He finds his running back, Mixon. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Leo!
Hey, check 20.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Shoot!
Off play action. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. It's his horoscope.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I got you.
Hey, Sam off!
Check hot route. Hot.
Say go!
Going on the ground with Eckler.
I got him.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, orbit! Big River!
Operating from the gun. Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Ready!
Draw play. It's Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That throw into the arms of Allen. That's a gain of 14.
Let's go.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown, baby.
A big play there.
That's what they call it.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 17-3. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
All day, baby, all day.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this run?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Back to throw. Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Guys, it's game situation.
Ready?
To throw again. Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Mike Williams, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Set 18 Gator.
50, Mike's 50.
Don't let him breathe.
Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert.
Don't let him breathe.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Herbert's pass, intended for Tyler Boyd,
Bust stop.
incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Come on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
218, chopper.
Jam him, jam him, jam, jam. Jam, jam. Take 4.
Now Eckler.
Watch the whip.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We got this.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati. Score.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Watch tight ends. 3 down, 3 down.
5.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Exit. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Say go.
To throw again. Herbert. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
They can't stop
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
I'm coming after you.
Hey.
I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch it.
You're out. Ready.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set up. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's make
Go.
way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45.
Get it.
2nd and 15.
Get this.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
45, Mike, 45.
Hit it.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins got home that time. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Recon, 132
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Tight end's right.
Snap.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And some room to roll now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Come on, let's go.
A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
He goes full extension, and he's got it.
Come on,
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
On the set.
Mike's 50. Watch twist, watch.
Hey, lock it.
Twist. Check three. He's coming.
Let's go.
Once more, here's Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 40-yard line.
90 Wolf. Pilot.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Sleep River.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score.
Down.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Back now in Mexico City, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
45's the mic.
Check Mike. Hit it.
They'll drop to throw.
Oh, you got deep.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 36-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 50.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Give me that ball, defense.
It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this throw caught left side. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Haywood. On the shoot.
On 1st down, Herbert. This is caught by Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result.
Touchdown. They're going to try and run. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
I think we can figure out why they went for two there, right? Up one, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's
go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Yeah.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's go.
From the gun, Herbert. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs defensively. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Guys. Mike, 49. Watch the curl, watch the curls. 49, 49's a Mike, 49's a Mike.
Let's go.
Back to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Hey, Alpha.
4 down.
Big ripper.
They'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Ready,
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
4 down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Kill.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Is a turnover on downs.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Leo. Get it.
On the give, this is Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Got it.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. 2nd and 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Well, they got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
It got his man complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, exit. 61, match snap.
Back to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yep. Smooth. 6'6", bullet high.
Watch 49.
Shoot.
He's back to throw. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
First down. Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete.
Down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Now.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. 49.
2nd and 10.
49.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the home team here, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north